Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Heard You Sis podcast. As you know, my name is Danny B.
And I'm Kills.
And you're looking at two dead bodies right now. Sorry for the delay.
You not see me.
Unfortunately, we're having too much fun this summer and we're continuously having a lot of fun. And we're just appearing as people who don't exist at this point. Because yeah.
I will say, and you know what's so crazy? I made a video of this yesterday. Yo, when I tell you some nigga was battling Danny so hard last night, it was like his life depended on that shit. No funny shit. Like, I'm being dead serious. Yo, he was battling her so fucking hard. I was I'm like, nah, they paid this man to come here.
Yo,
like,
they had to pay him.
No way.
This nigga was on me. I was like, goddamn, give me some space.
It was like she had to keep up just because his energy was so high. It was like, oh my God.
Oh my God. But girl, let's get into how was your week?
My week was
mid.
It was okay. Like, I just feel like it's a lot going on at work.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I realize that maybe it's me, but like people blow things out of proportion.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they live to blow things out of proportion. Like, it's like, I don't know if there's not enough going on in their own personal lives as to why they do shit like that. But it's like at work all week, they're like, people are like frantic, just making situations bigger than what it was. Like, so for example, like the air condition came off, right? I'm in the back with one of my coworkers or whatever. He's talking about fighting another coworker. Mind you, this is a corporate environment, not understanding what is going on. Right? So then I got another coworker, that's like wilding, and then another one that's just inciting extra bullshit on top of the mayhem that's ensue. You know what I'm saying?
A lot.
So I came through like, hey, you guys, like, and then the one person who really has the answers is quiet. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I had to bring it down. I'm like, I understand you guys that he produces aggravation, and I understand that emotions are high right now, but we need to just calm down. Like, it's either, so I'm just like, whatever. But that was just one of the many things that people were blowing out of proportion. I thought to myself, like, I want y'all to get lives outside of this motherfucking building, because there's no way I'm making half the shit that's going on in here
as important as it is.
Yeah. So I would say that I felt a little peacemaker-ish this week. And, as far as like my personal life, I got a lot of sleep. This week. I needed that shit. I truly did. But yeah, my week was pretty good. Yesterday, we ended it off with a bang. We
sure did.
Definitely.
But that's good though. I'm glad that you being a peacemaker at work and shit.
Yeah.
You're not fighting, so
that's all that matters to me. I'm not blowing shit out of proportion, because guess what?
Drama.
Truly, I don't give a fuck. They care more than I do.
I can't understand people that go to work and give a fuck. Like, I'm not saying don't give a fuck about your work. I'm saying give a fuck about what other people are doing. Mm-hmm. Listen, bitch, if you're not doing your job, they got nothing to do with me. As long as I get my fucking paycheck every 2 weeks, I can care less.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel? Would you prefer to get paid weekly?
Oh, ta-da! Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do prefer to get paid weekly, because I feel like it helps me be able to like manage my money better. I feel like every 2 weeks you get a lump sum and you're like, I'm rich, bitch. And you forget that you got other things. And it's not saying that you forget, but it's just like, it makes you feel like I got a little bit more to spend than you actually really realize. Like, yo, you don't have as much as you think. And then they tax you crazily on.
So, because I was asking, because I know somebody that asked me like, yo, I hate getting paid weekly. And I'm like, why? Why the fuck would you hate that? He's like, yeah.
Because he blows his money every fucking week.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yes.
He was
That's
like,
exactly
nah, I
what
just
it
need
is.
to know. He was like, I'd rather it be thing. I'm like, but they tax you more, bro. Like, what?
They definitely tax
what's
you
the
more.
thing?
They
Like,
definitely tax you more.
he was
Listen,
hating it. He was hating it.
let that shit hit every Thursday. I like that.
Thursday, I prefer Friday.
I prefer Thursdays. You know why?
Because that's truly my week's end. Like,
That's true.
I don't want to get paid on Thursday. It's like,
But you know,
I got another day to look at y'all niggas in my paycheck. Come on, leave me the fuck alone. I just want to be out. Like,
okay. Well, my week was great.
okay.
Yeah. Feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Congratulations to you completing your first, week of work.
Yeah. So I got a new job.
Okay.
Making more money.
Okay. Talk about it.
Around people who are more inviting and more fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just feel good. Like,
Does it feel like a fresh start?
It definitely feels like a fresh start, but also like this week has been really good in regards to like life in general. So I have a lot of great things coming up. My cousin is getting married next week. I'm so excited for her. My dad is...
And I keep sending you videos like I'm going to be there.
Yo, I wish you could have been my plus one, but this bitch is going to see Beyonce, so it just be like that.
Beyonce.
But yeah, like my mom came home yesterday. I can't wait to see her today. Like that's my ace boon coon. I have not seen her in a year.
Okay.
So I'm really excited.
Wow, it's been that long?
It's been that long because my cousin got married last year. And she came for the wedding last year. And then another cousin is getting married this week coming up. And she's here now. And I'm really excited just to see my mom. I have not touched her. Like, if you guys don't know, like over the last year, I've went through like something that was truly traumatic, and usually my mom is there for me, like in the moment. And I can touch her, I can call her, she'll be there right at my side. And she wasn't able to this time, so I had to really like struggle through it by myself. So like to touch her for the first time since everything has happened, I can't wait to like get a real hug. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I can't wait to get a real hug. Like, my dad, he's been there. He's been giving me hugs and shit, but it's nothing like my mom's hug. Like, I can't wait to see her. Like, I'm so excited. Like, after this, bitch, I'm running to my mom's house. Like, I'm so excited to see my mom. Like, you don't even know. But this week has been absolutely wonderful. I can't even lie. Like, I've been going through some tough, like, life goes up and down. Life goes up and down.
I want you to know that because I saw a post of somebody saying like, like things are always going to be happening that are not going to be going your way. And you just need to just find a way to navigate it. Like, of course, I'm not saying like don't live in the moment, but I'm just saying like things happen. You know what I'm saying? And like, even though you feel joy right now, if something does happen, don't like let it steal your joy. Like shit happens.
Yeah. And that's the thing. That's the one thing that I've always like kept in my mind is that like, things are always going to happen and it's not going to last forever. Sometimes it feels like forever because of the process of that you're going through and the healing process that you're going through, but it's not going to last because I can tell you.
Because when I was saying that shit to you, it was like, bitch, I don't want to hear that shit.
I don't give a fuck. Like, no, because that shit feels so real at the moment. You feel like life is over. Like, honestly, some shit, like, people will ask me, like, yo, why so-and-so is not... I'm like, yo, when I'm ready to talk about it, I'll tell you. Because sometimes it's so, like, you've gone past a period in your life that you don't really want to go back and talk about it because it brings up those emotions. Because it's not that it's fresh, but you still can't believe that shit sometimes. You be like, yo, this shit really happened to me. Like, yo! But... I'm happy. I can't even lie. Like, I'm so at peace right now. No niggas stressing me out. Nothing. I'm not broke. Like, God, you are doing your thing. But yes, like, no, I'm not gonna lie. The niggas stressing me
out is hilarious.
Niggas stressing you out is a lot.
Whether like, you are single or in a relationship,
the niggas be stressing you.
Stressful, all right?
The bitches be stressing too, though. I can't lie. Yeah. The bitches be stressing you out too. I'm sorry. We're a lot and y'all are a lot too. So we just got a combination of everything. But we're gonna jump right into our regularly scheduled program. What is the word? So let's get into the girl Keke Palmer, because this has been on our minds for a little while now. And
I want to pop this off by saying that I went to go see Usher.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I went to go see Usher.
We spoke about this before.
And this was the first time that I have went to a concert with a male.
Mm-hmm.
And I literally had this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that I was seeing people get on stage or nothing incited this, but something in my mind said to me, like, let me just ask. So I asked, I'm like, yo, how would you feel if they brought me on stage?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm on stage bringable. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm worthy of being brought on stage, my nigga. Like, let me let y'all know. Okay. So I asked him, and he was like, oh, he wouldn't be feeling that. And I'm like, oh, that's okay, because, nigga, I'm not feeling that either. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. Not that I'm not feeling, I'm not feeling if somebody brought him on stage. You know what I'm saying?
We get it.
Yeah. Because, like, if y'all I don't know if y'all ever saw that clip with Janet Jackson. Real live porn on stage, low key. Soft porn on stage. Like, she brought him on stage. He was in this contraption. She was holding onto the contraption and whining on him. If y'all watching the video like this, look, whining on him like this. He was losing it. I know his dick was hard. I know for a fucking fact his shit was hard. So all I'm saying is that it can happen to both parties. So I asked him, and, you know, we came to the conclusion. And what's so funny is that we know somebody that went to the concert.
Right.
So they have a Wednesday show, a Thursday show. It's either Wednesday or Thursday, Saturday and Sunday. Mm-hmm. And he has 2 shows on each of those days. Mm-hmm. And it's so crazy because that person got brought on stage.
Right.
And not only did they get brought on stage, they got asked to go to the motherfucking after party, my nigga.
And I don't understand.
She's worthy of being brought on stage. She's bring on stage bringable. That's what I'm saying. So, You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you how fucking crazy it is. Why did the section of girls next to me get brought on stage, y'all? Why they got brought on stage? So I'm just letting y'all know. I would have went with them hoes if I was by myself or with my homegirls. And a matter of fact, me and my homegirls would have been the ones to be brought on stage.
I'm not gonna lie,
and I'm not trying to be a hater or nothing, but
they were mid. Okay,
they wasn't bring on stage bringable. So I'm just saying.
Bring on stage bringable. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
So go ahead, let's get. And I just want to give y'all that context before we got to Kiki.
All right, cool. Kiki goes on stage. She does a little toot 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 with Usher. Her man comes on the internet and does his tooting too. And I don't understand what makes y'all decide, let me just not text my girlfriend. Mm-hmm. Let me not call her and have a problem. No, let me incite a riot on the internet. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, honestly, I watched the video. Did I think it was a little much? Maybe. I think it was a little.
I actually, when I saw the video, I was like, really and truly, this man is not mad at the outfit. That's all I said. Because I was like, for having a man, I think what went on stage was a slightly inappropriate.
Yes.
And I think it's something you could have had a conversation about.
Off the internet.
At home, like, look, you was doing too much on stage. I understand you were an entertainer. He's an entertainer. But y'all was doing a little too much. And it was embarrassing to me as your man, as your baby daddy. Because that's all he is.
Because as a female, I'm not going to lie.
Daddy.
Would I feel some type of way if I see my man doing all of that with a female artist?
I'm going to be upset.
I'm going to be a little
So
annoyed.
That's what got me tight even more is that he ain't even step up and be like, yo, I didn't like what you was doing. It was like, oh, your outfit. Come on, baby. Come on.
But also,
the outfit was not the problem, but she's giving body.
I'm telling you, with a W. Mm-hmm. But also, like, aside from Kiki, I seen that Winnie Harlow and I can't remember her boyfriend's name. I think it's like Carl or Coots or something like that. It don't matter. But she went and Usher came up to Winnie and she sat on her man's lap and niggas was like, she's corny. No, she's with her nigga. Like,
hello.
What the fuck? Like,
because when I go home, when I need somebody, that nigga that I'm sitting next to, I'm gonna need him. When I can't call on Usher.
Yo,
I can't call on Usher.
I didn't think she was wrong for that. Nigga say she's corny. No, she's doing what she's supposed to do. She's appropriate. She want to give her. And honestly, she's a Leo. That's some Leo shit. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be sitting on my nigga lap too. I'll be like, no, nigga, get up out of here. I don't want no beef with him. Mm-hmm. So I don't think she's corny for that. I think she's being respectable. She was with her nigga. They at the concert together. Usher came over, and I thought it was very hilarious. I thought it was comical. She got her ass up and sat on his lap. I said, yep, do you, girl. I love that. And he's like, oh, they blown it out of proportion. Honestly, I don't think she was blowing it out of proportion, and I don't think that Keke Palmer was 100% wrong. I do think the situation could have been handled differently.
Yeah, it could have been a calm situation. Like, I ain't like that shit.
But now niggas are single, and they single parents. And not even being funny, like, not saying that she's a single mom or anything, like she can't handle herself, but I'm just saying.
When you file them taxes, baby.
She gonna be by herself, and he gonna be by himself. And now we have a difficult situation because communication was not had.
Mm-hmm. It was had, but it was had in the wrong place.
It was had without having it.
That's true.
It was had for the world to see. That's something I'm not doing. I'm not arguing with my nigga on the internet. I'm not arguing with my friends on the internet.
She did. I love that she kept it cute.
No, but she started doing the little
she was
them dances that everybody hated. And I said that, she just be herself. And niggas is like, why would she do this dance?
What dance?
You gonna act up? Something. And she was like, you gonna act up?
Oh.
Niggas hate Keke Palmer dance.
Yeah,
but,
I'm dying.
Hey, she just being herself. Like, let her be herself. I always said that. Her, Safari, Jason Derulo, let these niggas be themselves.
Oh, okay. I see what type of dance is going on here.
Let them be themselves. Like, they enjoying the moment. Like, if you go,
why would you add Jason Derulo?
No, Jason Derulo, that nigga enjoys his dancing. Okay.
Yeah, I'm weak, but yeah, I definitely. And it's what's so crazy about all of this. This is not the first time that people have either been in a tiff with their significant other or like something over like concerts. And I think y'all need to have. First of all, y'all need to have these conversations
before
prior
you
to
go
going.
Anywhere. Carnivals, all these places.
Yes.
All these places that inappropriate things can happen. You need to have these conversations.
Talk about it.
You need to have these conversations. If your nigga is going to a bachelorette party and there's gonna be strippers there and he's the bachelor, maybe bachelor party. If he's the man, like. Okay, my man's just throwing me a bachelor party. Can I touch ass? Can I do this?
Let me ask you, what would you be okay with?
I'm okay with everything wherever hands and things are not intruding. You understand?
Okay. So he could get a lap dance.
Yes.
I need a bad girl. And she on him on some, what's that? Best Man?
This is his.
It's like Candy. You don't remember that scene?
It's his bachelor party though. It's his bachelor party.
Okay, I just want to know. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I just
No. It's his bachelor party.
Okay.
If you get a stripper, she clapping that ass on your head and you didn't touch it, I can't be mad. She clapping the ass on the head. Like, I can't be mad. Like, honestly, like, I want people to feel like they can enjoy themselves and still have respect. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want to feel like because you are you're at your bachelor party or a bachelor party, you can't touch some ass. I don't want you fingering her.
Okay.
But if you can slap some ass.
That's intrusive.
If she's shaking the titties in your face and you don't lick them, but you don't enjoy.
She bouncing her cheeks and you bouncing your head on the cheeks. I'm cool with that too.
Listen, I'll bounce my head on the cheeks.
Hell yeah. I'm with that. I'm with that.
Yeah. Cause I love me a stripper.
Me too.
I love strippers.
So I understand if you enjoying that. Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie. Before I used to say I don't like male strippers, I like them too.
Yeah, because we had King Passion on here. Y'all know Y'all know what's going on.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like I'm like a 21-year-old in a 31-year-old body. Like, I can't. Like, because this shit is, life is too much fun for us to be sitting here acting like shit cannot exist and be, like, two things can exist at the same time. You can be faithful and have fun. Like, you can do these things and have fun. They are it's a very thin line, but you can do that. Mm-hmm. You can do that.
But y'all need to have these conversations, though.
The conversations are not
The conversations need to be had. Because I'll be damned if you're telling me I'm going to a carnival, I paid damn near $1,000 for this costume. Because the costumes be that bread, if y'all don't fucking know.
The flight, the Airbnb, all them shits be expensive. The parties be $100.
The parties is between $60 to $100 each fucking party. And I'm there for 5-6 days. You're bugging the fuck out.
And we're talking about 2-3 parties a day.
I'm not gonna dance with anybody now, if that nigga's asking for my number, asking me to come back to the spot, any of that, that's not fucking happening if I was in a relationship or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be respectful in that regard. But we're gonna have that conversation. And I'm gonna be real with you. It just needs to be had. It needs to be had.
The conversations need to be had. And that's the one thing I want to say. So since we're talking about conversations that need to be had, I noticed that, like, Krishan Rock has changed, like, how she approaches things now. And I'm just from, like, observation.
I think it's temporary, but go ahead.
We don't know if it's temporary. Listen, honestly, she has a lot of trauma that people don't realize. Especially, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, people from Baltimore have a different level of trauma. Like, I can't even fucking front. Like,
I do. I
like, it's a lot of
in
trauma.
Baltimore, I would say that.
Like even being in Baltimore for 10 years and no longer being there anymore, like, I see the complete difference in the trauma, like how people respond to things and stuff like that. And I feel like I can't front. Like, I feel like Blueface is so fucking traumatic, even more traumatic for her. And he's definitely, like, jeers her. Like, she could, like, I watched a clip of, like, Blue Loves Chris or whatever that show is.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, yo, I'm hungry. And he was like, oh, you could eat me. And she just gave him a face like, you so fucking corny. And I thought to myself, like, yeah, bitch, are you getting it?
This is what I'm saying, though. If you think he's corny, right?
No, she didn't say it, but I'm just saying, like, I looked at...
But she said things like that before. He's whack, he's corny, he's things like... If you're, like, because there's people that go through things, right?
But you love corny niggas. Sometimes you be in love with corny niggas. I did that before.
Let me tell you something. I don't know where this came from, or if maybe not everyone. No man on this earth has ever told me, I've never heard these words, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying if I did, no man will ever get the opportunity to tell me that he doesn't want me and see me again. That's fucking crazy.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's fucking crazy. Like, you'll never have access to me ever again.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. But again, trauma bonds are different. Like, they're really different. Like, trauma bonds are different. Like, you don't even realize sometimes, like, yo, I'm not gonna lie. She has a different type of attachment to him. It's different from me and you because we have not gone through what she went through. So we can't understand why she would be attached to him. But at the same time, sometimes we get caught. I
ain't gonna lie, I got caught.
You get caught. Sometimes
but
you
I'm
get
just
caught.
saying, not like that.
Sometimes
though.
she get caught. Like, honestly, I feel like she got caught up in the hype and he would tell her things and she would be a little maybe delusional because sometimes, you know, when you in love, you got some delusion attached to your love.
I'm not gonna lie. I do feel like I'm not gonna say, and I'm not trying
just like his baby mother. She's also delusional. I'm not gonna front.
I'm not gonna try to sit here and like act like I'm better than anybody or anything like that. But I feel absolutely no sympathy for her. I'm sorry, I don't.
It's not about sympathy. It's not even about...
I don't feel bad. When I saw that video of her crying, it did tug on my heartstrings a little bit because I was like, the cry felt like it came deep within her soul. Like, I'm not going to hold you. Because...
She's tired.
Yeah, but like, I'm not going to say that, but I didn't feel bad. But she don't want to give up.
Like, the thing is that I see her and her pain only because I can see, like, yo, like, a nigga playing on you, like, playing on your emotions consistently, jeering you. And every time things like, oh, she fight, she don't know what to say. Like, she's so tired of saying things sometimes. And I'm not making excuses for her. I don't know what the fuck she be doing. Let me just rewind that back. I don't know what she be going through, but I've seen some things and niggas be like, oh, it's her. That nigga too. It's her. It's her and him. It's not just her. I want people to stop saying that. I want people to stop saying that because sometimes this is why bitches be beating up other bitches. Just think about it. A bitch say something to you out of her pocket and you're just like, you know what? Let me just punch this bitch in her mouth. It's a guy. He's a guy. But at the same time, you got to expect to get hit back.
No, they fight each other. I'm not.
I believe that.
They definitely fight each other. But I just don't. I don't know. Like, I don't know what. I don't know. I just feel like
it's tiring, though.
To bring a baby into that is crazy as fuck. Like, it's crazy. It's how she's like, oh, I don't want this baby no more. You should have thought about that before you was fucking raw. Like, come on, we know what happens when you fuck raw. She had multiple abortions. She said that out of her own mouth. I'm not pulling this from anywhere.
I can't lie about that.
Why would you have a baby with somebody that doesn't respect you, that you know is not going to be there for you? He's told you multiple times, if you have a baby, I don't want you. Like, how many times do you have to hear that to say, like, yo, I think this nigga's dead ass? I don't get it. So I don't feel it. I'm sorry.
Listen, we are in different, again, we are older and in different states of our lives and different mind states in general.
I'm sorry. I'm
saying in general, we are in different mind states.
Everybody does have trauma, and I feel like sometimes people who have trauma are delusional.
Sometimes people don't even realize, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes I feel like people don't realize, like, yo, nigga, this is real. This is a real life thing. If you're high and drunk all the time, you can never touch reality. You don't even realize what reality is. And I have been there. Not been there in the state of that.
Right now, I need to see reality. Anyway, I'm tired of this. Let's move on. Look, seriously.
But yeah, sometimes I've been there. I've been where it's like you drunk and you high. You don't even realize, like, yo, what you're doing at the moment. But again, neither here nor there. I'm praying for her.
Speaking on relationships, if your man asked you at 3 a.m. to make him something, would you make it? Would you make it for him? You're up. He's up. Oh, yeah, he didn't wake you up out your bed or nothing.
Oh no, yeah.
Like, say he came in the house and that woke you up. Not necessarily that you're up, but like that woke you up. That he came in the house at 3.
Okay, am I exhausted? If I'm tired, no. But if I'm up,
you don't have work the next day.
No, if I'm up, yeah, I'll make something. Bitch, you have come
to. What are you making?
What am I making? I'm not gonna lie, I'm making Alfredo, because nigga, you're not getting no fucking
Alfredo. No, not a sandwich.
No. If he asks me for food, like a sandwich, nigga, like
he asked for food. He didn't ask.
I'm not a person that typically houses like sandwich meat in my house. So I would probably I'm making what I have. Like, if I have some shrimp, oh yeah, you get shrimp Alfredo, because I make my shrimp. The shrimp it's easy to thaw out, and then between the heavy cream and the Parmesan cheese, that's easy. The seasoning's easy, onions easy. All that shit's easy. I can get that shit done in 45 minutes. I can make an Alfredo. Bitch, you came to my house at what 1 o'clock one time, and I made you tacos, like full course tacos. I mean, guacamole and oil. Like, what the fuck? Like, so. Like,
we're not talking about me. I ain't your man, baby. I'm just asking.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's
possible. It's possible.
Not saying that you my man or anything. Like, but it's equivalent. Like, I don't hold my friends way higher than my nigga. Like,
okay. I'm not gonna lie. Niggas done got jerk chicken out of me at 3 a.m. I don't know how.
Not the well marinated.
Yeah, that shit was bussin'. I'm not gonna hold you. Me and that nigga bust that shit down.
Was it chicken breast or like chicken wings?
It was wings.
Ooh. I'm not gonna lie. Like, niggas been trying to get her jerk chicken recipe out of me, and I just can't give it up, y'all.
Let me tell y'all about this girl. Niggas is asking for the recipe. It doesn't matter, because she makes her own whatever. I've never had jerk chicken from her that followed my recipe. So it doesn't matter what my recipe is.
No, but guess what? Like, I use the same formula. I just add a little spice and dice.
Y'all, it's not the same in any way. I'm just letting y'all niggas know. You know what I'm saying? I'm jerk chicken queen, y'all.
First of all, you know what I'm saying? Don't try to shit, because my jerk chicken be good. It's just not your mom's jerk chicken, okay? Her mom's...
We just gonna move on. That's
okay,
how I feel.
We gonna move on. I
have nothing else to... You know when they say you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. That's how I'm feeling
Don't try to shit on my life, okay? Because
no, you could cook.
Right.
Don't.
Come on.
I'm not saying that you...
Speak on, don't hurt my feelings now.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, just leave the jerk chicken to your girl. That's all I'm saying.
I'm never gonna ask. I'm not gonna make jerk chicken if you can make it. Hell fucking no. Hell no.
You have though.
But you're not around. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna be like, oh,
I was around.
Akila, please make my jerk chicken for me. No, girl.
That's it. What's next?
Exactly. Okay. Diddy calling niggas daddy.
I think that's inappropriate to call straight men daddy.
I mean, you know what? I'm just gonna walk away from this conversation. I'm
what
done.
You think?
Whatever floats your boat, babe.
Okay. How would you feel if your man's friend called him daddy?
I would look at him like,
because now it was cool when it wasn't your man. Now it's your man. Your man's homeboy is literally like, yo, can you,
if my man
get
is
that
okay,
for me, daddy?
If my man is okay with somebody calling him daddy, I'm questioning my man. I don't even got time to worry about his friend. His friend's priority.
So is it inappropriate?
Is it inappropriate? If my man allows that, yes.
Okay.
It's inappropriate if my man allows it.
Okay.
It's not inappropriate if he says, if his friend says.
What is he supposed to say though?
Hey, yo.
Pause, my nigga.
Pause, my nigga. Like, yo, bro, what's up? Like, what? Or, nigga, what? Like, something that creates a, like, boundary. Like, no, this is not what's going to happen today. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you.
I call my friends baby, but that's different. Like,
I think men are different.
Yeah. I think men have a different guideline than women. And I know this for a fact. But
I'm not saying men can't have a level of intimacy with their friends. I'm not saying that. Mm-hmm. I just think that certain things are off the table. In my eyes.
That's off the table.
You can hug your friend. You know what I'm saying? You could cry with your friend. You could confide in them. You know what I'm saying? But certain things I just think are like...
You know what I think is the utmost disrespect that I realize a lot of New York girls do to other girls? Suck my dick. Like, whoa. Why are you telling me to suck your dick?
Yo, I'm not even going to hold you. I had a homegirl, right? One time she told me that. And I had to show a lot of constraint. And I feel like, sometimes I do feel like friends that I've had in my life, I think they know that because I don't fight friends, that it's like, let me try this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Let me try this bitch on a level that maybe I wouldn't try somebody else.
That happens often for you?
I said in my life. So
okay.
I've been around for a little while. I've been around the block, baby. You know what I'm saying?
I've been around the world.
I've been around. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying throughout my life, I'm not saying this happened last year. I'm not saying it could have happened 5 years ago.
I'm just saying like...
I do think that. I think that I've seen people...
You're right.
I've seen people not disrespect other people, but maybe try me. And you see me get down with the best. These people have seen me get down with the best of them. So it's like, why would you try me like that? You think I won't smack you up real quick? That's what's in your mind.
You know what's crazy? I think that people that
feel comfortable to disrespect people they know.
I feel like people do that. I'm not gonna lie. Like in my life, I do feel like I've had friends that have disrespected me, but me and these people are no longer friends. I don't have time for that.
Okay, wait. Can we pause real quick? Wolf, we? All
right, let's rewind. Go ahead. If your friend called you daddy,
is that inappropriate? No. Do you feel, because, all right, so Diddy be calling other men daddy, right? Diddy. He be like, get that for me, daddy. Why you don't want to party with me, daddy? Like shit like that. So I'm just using this as a context. Do you feel like men calling other men, I guess, I don't want to say if it's a straight or a gay thing or whatever, but do you feel like it's inappropriate to call another man daddy?
I mean, I definitely think everything matters in context. So one thing for sure, I noticed that on the East Coast, a lot of niggas say shit like that. They be like, Poppy or some shit like that. Like, it's just, so it's really contextual.
Poppy's
different.
Poppy's a little different. Poppy, we use that for like Spanish fathers or father figures.
Right.
So Poppy is like a father figure.
Not really, or like if you at the store, if you at the Poppy store, like, you know what I'm saying?
Or like Ak. Like,
it's like that.
It's like that. You see, daddy's a little different.
Yeah.
I don't even call my dad daddy.
Right. Daddy's different. I mean, I wouldn't feel comfortable with a nigga calling me daddy. I wouldn't like that at all.
Okay.
Under any context. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You never know if a nigga trying to
if they called you Poppy, you wouldn't feel that same way though.
I guess
it's something about the word daddy that just does something different for you.
Because daddy feels like
It's very
It's
intimate.
intimate. It's vulnerable.
Yes.
It's only something that's only ever used in a safe space, really. You know
It's
what I
true.
mean?
Listen, I only use daddy on my dad. I'm like, daddy, can I get some money? Like,
Yeah.
when you try to butter somebody up, or I use
That's what I
daddy
call
and
my dad.
I call my dad. I say dad, and I call my mom mommy because I'm like mommy. I don't know. I grew up with my mom, so mommy. It's just something like a childhood thing.
Yeah.
Like I never called my dad daddy.
It's
like
safety in mommy. You know what I mean?
yes.
Yeah. It's safety in daddy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if the safety not all the way there,
Mhm.
then it's like, even like, this is about to get weird, but even like sexually, you know what I mean? It's like, you say daddy, that's like usually something you give to a dude you feel safe around by the time you call him
Yeah.
that. So that's adding the Y on the end is like safety. But no, do not call me daddy.
Okay.
Moral of the story.
Don't call him daddy. Don't call Wolf daddy.
I'm fucking. Yeah, I think it's a little, and it's not. And I'm just saying, the way I've heard it be said, it sounded a little like, why you don't want to party with me, daddy?
Ooh, that sounds.
Why you not going? It's
First
like,
of all,
yo,
why do you sound like him right now?
Why do he sound like that? That's crazy as fuck. What are we talking about? You talking to another grown ass man like that? That's crazy. Like, that's fucking nuts. That's fucking nuts, bro.
Yo.
He be like, why you don't want to party with me, daddy? And fucking 50 was like, what's up, man?
Yeah,
Why you talking to me like that? Like, other niggas was like, like,
that's one thing I could say about 50. 50 don't give a
he
fuck
don't play
about
that shit.
nobody.
What we talking about? Why you asking me that?
Nobody. I mean, he don't give a fuck about nobody. He's going for the jugular on everybody. And you know,
or he be
and
like,
I appreciate that, even though I think he's mean. I think he's a mean person.
I think so.
I think he's a very mean person, but I like that he's the same across the board.
I'm gonna be honest. I aim for my nigga to be like that. Like to
I
others,
like unfriendly niggas.
I do. I really do. And they're
niggas
rare.
are usually not unfriendly niggas. Usually are not that affectionate, from what I've seen.
Okay, I'm starting to think about this.
Yeah. Unfriendly niggas are usually not that affectionate. They are protectors. I cannot lie. They will protect you to the end of the earth, but they're usually not the most like vulnerable, soft, affectionate guys. And honestly, I need my nigga to be under my skin, in my bones, and in my muscles.
Okay.
So
okay, gotcha. I never really associated it with that, but the unfriendly guys that I have encountered, I will say that, you know, I'm gonna be honest. So most guys that I encounter just in general are usually like, they will be affectionate with me, but I see that like they're not as affectionate as somebody who's friendly. Because
but honestly, like I prefer an unfriendly nigga because these bitches won't be in your face because you don't look fun. You don't look like you are a good time. You look like you might mush them. And
I like a mushing nigga.
I like a nigga that
I like a
looks
nigga that like
might
gonna mush you. They be like, yo, back up. I want you to give bouncer energy.
Yes.
You know what I'm
saying?
That's
what I like. I like
Act
my nigga
like
to
this
feel like
bitch is running up on you in the club, like, back the fuck up, bitch.
Hey,
where's your ID? All right. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I need
that energy.
I need that. But
I need
honestly,
bouncer energy.
But if the bouncer energy makes it in the house, I don't like that. Like, I don't want that. I want my nigga to be
don't want it to come
baby,
to the
I
house.
just missed you and I want to hug on you and I want to be around you. But honestly, you can't ask for both.
I want both. I want it all.
I'm not gonna lie. We ask for a lot. You've said this.
That's not a lot though. I don't know if that's a lot.
I need to want a nigga that to be mean to other bitches, nice to you, affectionate. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's a lot to switch on and off. We've had this conversation before, and you did say that bitches be asking for a lot. We do be asking for a lot.
I don't know. I mean,
we do.
If I think about like in particular somebody who's super, I don't know, they affectionate to me. That's all that matters. I love them.
I think it's enough affection.
For me, it's enough for me.
It's enough affection for you.
Yeah, like if we outside, you're on me. You know what I'm saying? We're in the crib, you're on me. I'm okay with that. I don't need you to be hugged up under my skin every 2 minutes. I don't need that either. Maybe that's enough for me. It's enough for me.
I think it's enough for you. I think it's enough for you. phones being on Do Not Disturb enough for you?
It bothers me, and it bothers me that your phone is on Do Not Disturb.
Listen,
it bothers me.
I seen that Carisha put a tweet like, I hate people that's phone is always on Do Not Disturb. Bitch, I don't want to talk. I will text you if I see you call me, I'll call you back. But I don't want to be accessible all the time. Like, I'll be at work. Yo, here's an example. I will tell Kills, yo, girl, I can't talk at work. This bitch will call me.
I need you.
She won't send me a text. No text. Call me. So she'll call me, and she won't call me once. She'll call me twice. If she really needs something, she'll call twice.
I will. That means I actually need something.
Okay, if I see the second call, I will get it from what I'm doing, and I will answer the phone. Most of the time, my phone is on Do Not Disturb. Because I have my watch. Usually, I have my watch. If I check and I see something, I will immediately call her back.
I'm not calling you for no reason, though.
Sometimes you do be calling me for no reason. I'm at fucking work. I cannot answer the phone. Like,
because sometimes I be on my lunch break and I want to talk to somebody.
First of all,
and we have good conversations. Why not?
Listen, when I tell you, we will come on a podcast and have a fucking conversation the day before 3 fucking hours. The other day we had a conversation 3 fucking hours. We saw each other like 4 hours later. Mm-hmm. And then we were going to come on the pod and talk for another hour. Like, we love talking to each other. It's not even, and it be about nothing. Like, we could just be talking about nothing. We could talk about the fucking paint on this wall. I'm like, yo, bitch, I can't really stand the fucking paint. And we would just talk about that for a fucking hour.
Yeah, I get that. But I just don't, me personally, like, I'm noticing more people are doing this Do Not Disturb thing, and I don't.
No, you know why I do not. You know why I do.
But most people do it for work purposes, though.
I do it for work purposes, but I also feel like people be calling me for nothing. And I'll be like, yo, this is what the fuck you call me for? Like, bitch, I cannot talk to you right now. Like, and honestly, the reason why I use Do Not Disturb, because it helps me detach from my phone too. Because I feel like phones have some type of attachment that you cannot let go. And I don't want to be attached to a phone. And I don't want it to feel like I have to be on my phone 24/7. Like, honestly, being single and not having no niggas on my line, I be checking my phone like, somebody text me? And I'll be like, your phone is on Do Not Disturb. Nobody's texting you. Nobody's texting you. And honestly, it helps me detach, like, to be able to focus on what I'm doing in the moment, enjoy my moments, enjoy my time, enjoy a show, enjoy something without having to pick up my phone at the first drop of a dime and see if somebody's texting me or calling me, if they need to get in contact. And somebody said this to me a long time ago. They was like, yo, after 9 o'clock, my phone goes off. If somebody died, they're dead. I'm going to answer the phone and wake them back up? Or if somebody's sick, like, they're going to find another way. Like,
But what if somebody really needed you?
The thing is that I'm not saying that people cannot get in contact with me if they really needed me. I'm not saying that I'm not checking my phone. I am, because I know my phone is on Do Not Disturb. Mm-hmm. But at the moment, sometimes, like, that call going to voicemail might be needed to go to voicemail. Like, sometimes.
Yeah, why people don't, I'm not going to lie though, voicemails have become obsolete. I leave them at work for work purposes, but it's like, people don't really leave voicemail.
Why do we need a voicemail if it has text? And if you leave a voicemail, if you have an iPhone, 95% of the world has iPhones right now. That shit transcribes into a fucking text message. Mm-hmm. And why did they do that? Because niggas don't check their voicemail. Right now, let me tell you this.
My shit was full one day and I'm like,
let me tell you how many voicemails I have right now. I'm not gonna lie, my mother
be sending it to me and I be saving them.
Yo, I have 290 voicemails.
Whoa, they allow that?
Yes. As long as you have space on your phone, you can have as much voicemails as you want. But a lot of these voicemails are my mom. She leaves fucking voicemails.
Well, I have 79.
Let me see what this one is about.
I have 79. This is not okay.
What is it? What is this? What she said?
I just want to throw a PSA out there. Somebody called me from jail the other day. And I want niggas to know. Maybe this person can't hear because maybe they still locked up. Don't call my phone. I'm not somebody you need to call from jail. Unless it's a homegirl or something, I'm not helping you. Simple as that. I don't want a phone call. I'm not putting money on my phone. I'm not accessing JPay. I'm not doing any of that. Mm-hmm. So act like I don't fucking exist.
Okay, this is a voicemail that my mom sent me on June 14th. Why? Oh, you can't hear it. It's not on speaker. I don't know why it's not going on speaker, but okay, hold on. Look, this is a voicemail my mom sent me.
Just checking in on you, see what's going on with you today. Anyway, I'll talk to you later.
Like, I leave them there because what if one day my mom is not there?
That's why I leave my shits there.
If my mom is not there, I can hear her voice. Like
my mom will always be around. Just
knock on wood.
some wood.
My mom is older, so like,
I know it's
like
unrealistic, but she gonna always be there.
My
That's
mom, you see, like I said, maybe 200 of those voicemails are my fucking mother.
My mom, so she be like, hey, first of all, my mother said, it's too professional for me. It's too professional. Hey, it's 2:46 p.m. Just calling you to say da-da-da-da-da. Call me back when you get a chance. Okay, bye.
Not only does iPhone log the time, it logs the date and who the person is.
It's
like,
giving 80s, 90s, baby girl.
What about you, Wolf? What about your mom and her? Does she leave you voicemails?
She doesn't.
Okay.
My mom doesn't leave me voicemails, probably because she know I'm not going to check them.
Okay.
Probably.
My mother don't give a fuck.
My mom is like definitely my best friend for sure. So anytime we talk, it's intense every time.
Yeah.
Like the tone of our conversation is like the highest in conversation humanly possible every time. So I always leave feeling very filled by my mom's energy for sure.
You know what? It's something, honestly.
I like talking to my mom.
Honestly,
it's my girl. I'll go home.
I can't even lie. Both of my parents at this stage in my life leave me feeling filled.
Mm-hmm. Both of them.
Both of them.
My dad doesn't. He doesn't like. He's not a guy that like. Like we have conversations. We have good conversations. Right. Don't get me wrong, but him and the phone thing. He ain't doing it, okay? The phone is for specific purposes. It's to find out whatever you need to find out and get the fuck off. That's it.
You want to talk to me?
He'd be like, hey, yeah, that's it. He's more one of those. He's like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Yo, I'm coming by your job or whatever to check on your car or something real quick. And, that's it. Okay, where's the park? Okay, all right, bye. That's it. It's no long talking at all. There's no conversations to be having.
My dad will fucking wrap you up. First of all, my mom and my dad are both Libras, so they love fucking talking. I feel like my dad has become like super daddy ever since super daddy, intimate. Like he has become like that ever since like, I got my heart broke. Like he's like super like beware, don't let nobody do nothing to you. Like he's so like on point because I feel like
maybe he senses that you need that though.
But also my father has never seen me that vulnerable before. Like really that sad. Like he never saw me like that before. And a lot of people have not seen me that sad because unless you know me like personally, you're never going to see me like that. So I feel like he feels like he has to make sure that I'm always covered. And I have to let him know like, yo, dad, that only happened because of the type of person that person was and the person that he was to me in that point of my life. I said, prior to that, niggas was not doing that to me. After that, niggas is still not doing that to me. It's just like, I feel like because he's seen me in that state, like he feels like he has to like do this cape thing.
Okay.
But my dad,
like that though.
But you honestly like, I love that aspect of my dad. Like, if y'all niggas is not giving it to me, like how not saying like in that, if y'all cannot step up and be like how my father is, I don't want you. Like, I will get in a clean pool. My dad will come in back in the pool again.
He was wilding with that bullshit.
My dad is such a super dad. Like,
but now that you say that, because like, for example, like me
you
and
think
my
about your dad. Your dad will do that.
I would say that with my mom though. Because like my mom, we were like, it was very transactional for a very long time in my life with my mom. And I feel like one day, like when I tell you I was crying my eyes out, like it was just like, of course, over a nigga.
It's sometimes
because like what the fuck?
Your parents feel that pain.
Yeah, and we got closer ever since. Like I'm not even gonna hold you. It was like, first of all, my mom swears I don't cry. She swears I don't cry, and then she makes it a thing. And I had to let her know that.
I can count on my
hands. Why do you feel like I will feel comfortable crying around you if you're going to make it a moment every fucking time? Like let the tears fall, bro. Let them fall. I had to tell her that the other day. She's like, okay. Oh, you cried?
Wait, hold on. Let's pause. Let's rewind. We had this conversation. Why is it so like, why can't people love on you when you're crying? It's a very vulnerable moment.
I'm not saying that. She makes it a moment. She was like, oh, you cried? Or like, for example, like my aunt passed away like, you know, like maybe a month or so ago. And like, I think that's the first death I've ever had in my life that really really shook me to my core. So like I cried and shit like that or whatever. And I literally had to take off work. I only went back because some bullshit was going on. But like I really needed a mental break. And it was to the point where like I literally was like, I felt like I didn't even want to go outside, shit like that. Like I really had to push myself to do certain things. But like she's talking to people and she's like, oh yeah. She was like, yeah. She was like, yeah, Akila cried. Like, bro, what the fuck? Why do they have to know that I cried? Like, what does that matter? What does that matter? But she was like, oh, yeah. She was like, yeah, she was like, yeah, talking about my grandmother. Yeah, I saw my cry, whatever. Like, why does crying have to be a part of the story? Why does that have to be a part of the thing? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I don't feel like that has to be a moment every time someone cries.
First of all, hold on. I didn't really know it shook you that to the core, girl.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about it right now. But like, yeah, so like I feel like it doesn't have to be a moment. Like every time you cry, I'm not gonna make a story. I'm not gonna have a story and be like, yeah, cause yeah.
Daniela was crying.
She cried. It is what it is. Let's move on.
I get what you saying.
Let's move on. You know what I'm saying?
But do you not want people to know that you cried?
No, it's not that. I just don't think it needs to be a moment.
Okay.
Like, I feel like, okay, yeah, I did cry, right? I did cry. But it's like, why does this have to be a thing? Maybe I don't want people to know that. Maybe I don't know. Honestly, I don't care that people knew that I cried. I will be honest with you. I don't care that people knew that I cried. I could have been in my room crying for days. Or like I could have been like, you know, I don't know.
Honestly, I'm not even gonna be funny. Like I feel like sometimes you don't want people to know that you are vulnerable.
I don't need everybody to have that level of access to me. That's just what that's where I feel like.
Okay, that's probably what it is. You don't want people to know that.
And I've already spoke on this. I just feel like I'm you know, trying to work through this. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
But I feel like I used to feel like crying is a sense of like weakness. And I'm okay with other people crying. That's a crazy part. I don't see other people as weak when they cry. But just me, something in me just feels like that.
I would hate that you thought I was weak because bitch, I cry all the time.
I never think that. I never think people are weak when they cry. Like never. Like sometimes I see people, like, you know what I'm saying? I'll be like, they needed that. Like that in my mind, I think they needed that. They needed to let that out because it's a natural emotion.
I think a lot of people think that because you cry.
But I think people that are but I don't think it's not usual for someone to feel how I've felt before. Like, oh yeah, crying is weak. And to see other people crying and don't feel like it's weak as well. Like
that's true.
I feel like I just don't see it as that. For myself, maybe, but like, you know, whatever. But
I feel like a lot of people
feel like that doesn't
I'm
make
weak.
me want to be vulnerable with you if you're making me crying a moment.
Yeah, that's true.
Why the fuck is this a moment, bro? Like she like, you know, she was like, oh yeah, like that time I was crying. I had to let her know too. Like when I tell you I was crying my eyes out, this was a cry from the soul. Like this is an ugly cry. Like you can't breathe. Cry like
so. Like when I hear
because we was at a family. We was at a family event, right? And I went to the car, and I was in the car like letting it rip, my nigga. Like I was letting it rip. Like this shit came from the depths of my soul. Like this cry, and like she came to the car. Like
that makes me like it invokes that. I know the feeling of that kind
so like
of cry.
She came to the car and she was like, "What's wrong with you?" And I was just like, I just couldn't even let it out. I was just leave me alone. That's all I could say. Just leave me alone. Like I just want to cry in peace. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then she kept saying that shit. Like, oh, like, this was years ago. This wasn't, you know.
No, I know.
Because ain't no nigga making me cry at this very moment. And I will not allow it. I will not fucking allow it.
Yo, why do you make serious moments so fucking
I will
silly?
not allow it. In this very moment in my life, no nigga will be making me cry. I rebuke that. I rebuke that.
This is not a nigga.
Get that shit away from me.
Nigga gonna make me cry.
Not this nigga in this world right now has the ability to make me cry. I am fucking good. Like those emotions are turned the fuck off. Like I'm so good. And I feel good that no nigga's making me cry right now.
But anyway, back to the story. Go ahead.
But yeah. So like, you know, I forgot where I was, but
you said you was in the car crying. And
So she comes to the car. And I just kept saying, "Leave me alone." Like, leave me alone. That's all I could keep saying because she just staring at me.
Though. What's unfair? to tell your mother to leave you alone when you're crying? You do? I don't think people know how it feels as a parent to watch your child cry about heartbreak or anything like that. Like, it really breaks their
But I'm
heart.
gonna be honest. The
It
nigga she
breaks-
was crying over, I didn't want her to like hate him or anything like that.
No,
So
but
it's
the
just
thing
like,
is that sometimes
because you can't let, I'm gonna be honest,
You
you
can't.
cannot let your parents know every something in your relationship, because they're not gonna like them. Because sometimes I don't even like the nigga I'm crying over in the moment, but I could get over it. You can't. You know what I'm saying?
it's true. But sometimes, like, honestly, like,
But I see what you're saying though.
like, honestly, like, I have seen my like, just thinking about how my mom feels makes me want to like tear up a little bit, because it's just like, you see somebody, like, I've seen like my friends cry about something breaking their heart, and it has made me cry. So I can't
Mhm.
say, like, as a parent, like, you don't feel it. Like, I've seen like family members like really crying, and it just like, honestly, to this day, it makes me hate the person, like, because I felt that cry. Like, I felt like there are certain cries that you hear somebody go through that you just cannot unhear.
That's true.
Like, you see me cry in ways, Akela, that you know, that I know for a fact you will never look at people the same when you see me cry like that. Like,
Mhm.
you will never. Like, it makes me want to cry right now. Like, just thinking about
Yeah.
like you see me in that moment and knowing the feeling, and you touching me, you hugging me, and you just know. Like, so I know your mom like was like, yo, like, she's probably making a big deal because she don't see you cry a lot,
Mhm.
but she feel the hurt so much. It's like, yo, Akela cried. Like, I know my girl is hurt. Like,
Yeah, but I feel like she does that with everybody though.
oh, okay.
And she's a crier, so like, why are we making this a thing, baby?
Because she probably thinks it's so light for her.
It is light for her. She
It's
see a
light for
movie,
her,
she's like,
but not
"Oh."
for you.
Yeah, it's not. It's a moment for me. If
It's
I'm crying, it's a moment.
That's why
That's how
she's
I
making
feel.
it a moment.
We
Because
don't. It's a moment for me, not for you.
it's a
It's a singular moment. It's not a plural moment.
but
We
you
don't
gotta
need.
realize you are her.
Yeah. But I had to let her know. Like, I told her this like a few weeks ago. I had to really let her know.
You don't like it.
You making me or anyone else crying does not make them want to cry around you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I get it though.
I had to tell her that. I'm like, bro, it's not making me want to do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Any tears I feel, I would try to suck them shits the fuck up, because I don't need it to be a moment in this moment.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, my dad, like, I feel like he's just from an era of no affection. Like, in his household or whatever, they didn't really have a lot of affection. So like, yeah, like when it's moments for me. Like, if he tells me he missed me or da-da-da, like that is a moment for me, because I feel like, oh, you know, my mom, like my mom makes it a big fucking deal. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just can't, like, if my father's like,
But
oh,
she's
I miss
also dramatic. You can't help it.
You know what?
She's dramatic.
I think that's really what it is.
Like,
I truly
think
feel
about-
like that is just what it is. Dramatic.
When people are dramatic, think about me. Like, I'm dramatic. Some things you may be like, yo, girl, calm down. I'm like, girl, I'm excited for you. What the fuck? Like, I'm just trying to, like,
yeah.
It's not
okay.
it's not necessarily they're trying to make it a big deal. They're trying to show you, like,
No, I just think,
well, I don't know about her.
dramatics are just dramatics. There's
true.
no real
can't
play
help
on
it.
it.
Can't
Sometimes
help
you're
dramatics.
just dramatic because it's you just can't help yourself.
Okay. Before we actually close out, I want, because we made a big deal when Sha'Carri could not make the Olympics. But I want to make a big deal, and we made a big deal when Sharika, broke the record. Listen, Sha'Carri beat Sharika the other day. So, love you, Sharika. Love you, Sha'Carri. Y'all bitches is doing y'all thing. But Sha'Carri, congratulations. Congratulations on making a comeback that has, like, shown, like, no matter how hard you fall, you can always get back up and
that is true.
Be 110%. Like, rip me at the plastic. You acting brand new. I like the wig trick. That shit was fire. I'm not gonna lie. You did your thing, girl. You ripped that wig right the fuck off. I was like, yeah, girl. She was like, she shook them little braids out. I was like, all right, girl, do your thing. No, but I'm really happy for her because, like, people was really talking mad shit about her, saying a lot of things, saying negative things about her, and not realizing, like, people have things that they go through. And I'm glad that she has decided to, build on that instead of letting people, like, deter her from anything. And another thing I want to talk about, Jamie Foxx. I'm so glad that you have made a recovery. Y'all niggas is really disgusting. I really hate people sometimes because
Well,
y'all
hate
have
me because I have nothing to say on
No,
Jamie. I love Jamie, love him down, but I have nothing to say on it because I don't have nothing nice to say.
all I'm saying is that y'all did that same shit where I was talking about how he looks after he came back from an illness. Y'all did that shit with Chadwick. Y'all
What
did that
they
shit.
said about him?
They
He
said-
looked fine to me.
No, they were saying it was on Twitter. They were saying like, "Oh, AI got him" or some shit like that. And I was just like, "Y'all did that shit. I don't like that. Y'all did that shit with Tammy. Y'all did that shit with Chadwick. Y'all, and y'all did that shit with Young Ma. Young Ma. Like y'all did that shit, and y'all don't really know like what people be going through, and y'all be saying shit, and y'all don't know like people really be going through shit.
Yo, life be kicking niggas ass. I'm not going to.
And
I
I
done
don't
got kicked a couple
appreciate
times.
y'all saying shit about people when y'all don't know what's really going on. Mind y'all fucking business. What the fuck is wrong with y'all and not minding y'all business? I can't understand.
That is true.
I'm
well, people feel entitled to when you are in the public eye to be able to say something, but Jamie never said that he was sick. He never came out and said, all he said was, look, thank you for the well wishes or whatever. He never announced to y'all. So y'all really don't know what's going on. But I think give some type of grace.
Yeah.
I just think that's what it is.
I'm not gonna lie,
grace.
like sometimes we be dibbling and dabbling in people's business, but there's certain shit that we don't touch on. Sickness, people, kids, and shit like that. We don't be on that. Like y'all need to mind y'all business in certain aspects because honestly, like people have things going on in their lives that they don't need to be
broadcasting to the world about shit. But yeah, like you entitled to to some type of privacy, and I think health is definitely one of them.
Health is definitely probably top tier, and kids. Two things I really think are really important. Like, and family in general. Family.
No, I think that are truly off limits. Like, I'm not gonna speak on somebody's kid. Like that's dead. I'm not doing that. I'm not calling no babies ugly. I'm not doing none of that shit. I'm not saying none of no crazy shit. I'm not coming. If me and you got beef, it don't got nothing to do with your kids. It don't got nothing to do with your health. We just gonna leave that out.
I'm not even gonna fight you in front of your kid. That's a little bit much. I feel like people who fight people in front of their kids are disgruntled and weird.
Disgruntled is crazy, but I do think. So, what do you think about the parent that fights in front of their kids? What do you think of them? Because they are okay with it.
Listen, if you fight in front of your fucking kid, you need help. Unless somebody beating you, somebody hitting on you, I can understand. Now you have to defend yourself.
Okay.
But if you're initiating fights in front of your kid, I don't know. I'm not gonna say that you need an ACS case, but I'm just saying like you might need to think about what you're doing because
you need to reevaluate yourself as a parent, basically.
Yeah, because why would you want to put your kid through that kind of trauma?
It is traumatic.
Come on,
because imagine now, because just because you're fighting doesn't mean you're gonna be the successor. Like,
not even
you might be getting your ass beat the fuck up. But
regardless, your child is watching you get beat on or beat on somebody.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
A bit much traumatic as a parent. Like, it's traumatic regardless of where we're at with it. Like, I've never seen my mother fight. I've never seen my father fight. So if I see my parents fight, that means something is up. And my parents will beat a nigga ass. So if I see you fight as a parent, like, I can't. I don't understand. I don't even have kids, and I still can't understand because I have parents that have never fought in front of me. I have siblings have never fought in front of their kids. I have cousins that have never fought in front of their kids. I have friends. Nobody I've ever seen fight in front of their kids. I feel like that's a little bit off.
Yeah, like one time, I'm gonna just say this. This is gonna be like, one time this guy tried to get crazy as fuck with me or whatever. Because, like, when you backing up and you do a little bump, you know what I'm saying? So I did a little bump. Nothing to where, like, the paint was going to scratch off or nothing like that.
Like a tap.
Yeah, like, basically a tap. And he tried to get so crazy with me. So I'm like, I'm going to call my dad. So my dad was like, all right, give me, like, 10 minutes. I'll be there. Like, you feel me? So my mom she was around, so I was like, all right, cool. So she came with me, and then like maybe 2 minutes later, my dad pulled up or whatever. So that same energy that nigga had for me, because I don't argue with men. So I'm like, and I was being really, I'm like, I'm so sorry, da-da-da. Mind you, his shit was beat the fuck up. So what we talking about? Like, if this was a female, I'd be like, bitch, get out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe one of those, but like, I do not argue with men.
I try not to argue with men.
Yeah, I'm not
trying to get punched in the face. Go ahead.
Hello, because these niggas now, they doing it. Like, they punching bitches in the face. Like,
Yeah.
so anyway, so yeah, this nigga, he tried to get crazy with me or whatever. So my dad was talking to him real calm or whatever, real calm. And then the next day, he linked up with my dad. My dad linked up with him, and he was like, "What the fuck?" Basically, like, "What the fuck is this shit?" Like, I'm not paying you. Like, what the fuck you want? Like getting crazy with him or whatever. And he was like, "Oh," he was like, "Look, I'm not doing all this. Like, all this shit you talking, I'm not doing it." Like, and so the guy was like, "Oh, why you?" The guy was like, "Why you wasn't acting like that yesterday?" Like, basically, like, you know, where was that energy? And he was like, "Because I was with my family, but I'm not with my family today. So whatever
What's up?
energy is I
What's
got for
up?
you right now is the energy we gonna keep." Like, you feel me? So like, I wouldn't, you know, I respect him for like
Mhm.
not making that a thing. Like, you know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't have been mad because I'm grown. So like at this point. But I wouldn't have been mad if I would have saw him. Yeah, I wouldn't have liked that.
I wouldn't have liked
Yeah.
it. I'm
It doesn't
sorry.
matter
I don't
the
want to see
age.
my.
I
I
wouldn't
don't
have
want to
liked
see.
that.
I don't want to see my parents fighting at
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
Listen, I remember this is where we're gonna close out. I remember one time I was at this job and this lady was getting so. My mom is a retired nurse. So this lady was getting crazy. Yeah, you fucking bitch, shit, like wilding it on my mother. And I'm in the room. I'm getting a checkup, and I keep hearing her get crazy. My mom is being mad calm.
I
So
think I remember this.
yes, and I poke my head out the room, and I'm like, she getting crazy. I'm like, "Mommy, what's up?" She's like, "Oh, that's your mother. That's your mother." As soon as she acknowledged that she knew that I was her daughter, she like, "Oh, that's why you getting special treatment." I said, "Bitch, I will beat you up in this fucking place. Do you want a problem?" I start walking to her. I'm like, "No, you're not gonna talk to my mother like this." I'm walking to her. My mother boxed me so fucking hard in my face. I could box is like a slap. She slapped me so hard, and she was like, "This is my workplace. Can't do this here." I said, "Mommy, but she's being so rude to you." She's like, "They do this all the time."
Mm-hmm.
But I understand that feeling of just trying to be protective.
Yeah. I
But
feel that.
I understand at this grown age. I understand why she
What she was
slapped me.
doing. Yeah. Because
But
you
at
have
that
to,
moment,
you
I
have to
could-
truly show a level of constraint at work that these streets do not
Look,
see.
D,
Like,
yeah. But anyway, guys, this is our random babble for the day. Thank you guys for listening to another episode of the Heard You Sis podcast. I don't really have anything for you guys to like follow up on. Oh, do want to shout out our guy Wolf on his new podcast.
Yes!
Thank you.
Drop the pod name.
mm-hmm.
You can find me at Halfway Up. I am on Spotify and YouTube. I need to be on Apple Podcasts. I ain't there yet though, but it's gonna happen
It's
in a
cool,
minute.
Con.
Yeah, man, Halfway Up the podcast. Check it out. It's a very visual leaning podcast. It's a lot of visual elements that you're gonna love, like regardless of who you are. So definitely check that
I
out.
actually
Yeah,
checked
I'm gonna
out-
be honest. It's definitely it's different from any other pod I've ever seen.
Yeah,
So you
I
guys
actually
definitely
listened
check
to
it out.
I was listening to the first episode. I was like getting ready, and I was listening to it. I'm like,
nice.
yes,
That's what's up. That's what's up. Thank you.
Feeling it.
yes. And I had it streaming on my TV, and I was listening. I was
Oh,
getting
that's
ready. I'm
hard.
like, yes,
That's
Wolf.
hard.
I was
Yeah,
so
I'm-
excited for you, so happy
Thank
when
you.
you dropped
I
it.
am.
Like,
Thank you.
listen. Wolf
Thank
has
you.
been like our number one supporter for so long, and
Nah,
I'm
I
so
fuck with
glad
y'all.
that we can finally return the favor
Right.
and show you some love. Like,
And it's not just like, it's just good content. Like, it really,
It
it
really
truly,
is
I'm not
good
just saying it
we,
just to
Nah,
say
you know,
it. but
we're not gonna tell you no
I
bullshit.
do know
Like,
that,
yeah.
for real. I do know
so
that.
we're really excited. We're really happy for you. Like,
Thank you.
100%. Like,
Thank you. I really,
listen,
man, thank you so
halfway
much,
up is about to be all the way up. Like,
Yeah, talk about it. Talk about it. We'll put
Yeah.
the link in the description so y'all can check it out.
Yeah,
and,
definitely.
Thank y'all so much.
yeah. But anyway, guys,
We're
make sure
wrapping
you like, share, subscribe, follow us on all socials. We're gonna get better. The summer has definitely been riding us out. This is my first New York summer, and I've been enjoying it, and we've been enjoying it, and we love you guys, and thank you for the continuous support. See y'all on the next episode.
Ta-ta.